right now. Hope I don't crash all them out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all them out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all them out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. Hope my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Hope my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Who my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Who my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember.
Yo, what's good, everybody? We're back with another Music Monday. On this Monday, man, y'all smash that like button. Sub up to the channel if you're new, and if you haven't done so already, of course, y'all know my name is Jeremy Jones, and what I normally do is make content about sneakers, occasional trial hauls, and y'all know we got Music Monday, which is today, where we take a break from sneakers, man, where I just want to just catch up on the music thing. Y'all know one thing that I like more than sneakers, I love just as much as sneakers, is music, man. So as y'all come in and out of this joint, definitely smash that like button. Definitely sub up to the channel if you haven't done so already. Also, sign up for that sold out Discord. Link is pinned at the top of the chat, and it is free to sign up, or we continue to talk a little bit of nothing but, sports, music. Obviously, we're going to talk a lot of sneaker talk over there, man. So pretty much, this was normally where I would introduce Dunks, but I think he's been having like some stuff going on. Let me double check the lighting real quick. I got a quick funny story to tell y'all guys what happened behind the scenes before I even started this joint, which low key I'm like furious right now, but I'm also a firm believer in the show must go on. But what I was saying is sign up for that sold out Discord. Link is pinned at the top of the chat. It's free to sign up. Salutes to the homie Dunks. We have been chatting today, so hopefully everything is being as A-okay as it's gonna be, man. So me and Dunks, we're definitely homies to the end. So sometimes when stuff happens, it's just like he tells me probably a lot of stuff that he probably, wouldn't tell anybody else, man. So he knows it ain't going nowhere. But tonight's topic, man, we're talking Foxy Brown finally addresses Jay-Z rumors. And then we got more Diddy news that's coming in real quick. Y'all know, I'm a firm believer, and this is what I was kind of talking about talking to Dunks with, not necessarily this particular topic, but, we were talking and we brought up some legal stuff, and he's like, man, no wonder you were able to, to spit this still back verbatim, because you live, not necessarily Diddy's situation, but I've lived a lot of legal issues that I've had to overcome, right? Okay. And mine is nowhere near on the level of that, but I'm also saying that's why I go so hard against the law. Not necessarily that I don't support the law, but I also know that the law is one contradicting piece of what. And I'm going to just leave it at that right there. So y'all let me know if visuals and everything is okay and looking good. Audio's looking good. So funny story real quick, man, because I'm only going to be on this joint for like an hour. So behind the scenes, dog, I'm setting up before the live, because I'll just keep it 100. Before I start the live, I usually set it up in plenty of time where all I got to do is click, start. Pretty much start stream. So I'm getting ready to set up my camera. I use this camera for, not necessarily vlogging, but I use it obviously to shoot my main content and go live. I mean, it's very versatile. So I got a certain stand that I use that I usually go live with, right? Joint snap, like pop, like right as I'm setting it up, I'm like, oh my God, what am I going to do? So literally, I had to Jimmy rig the stand because the camera doesn't move and I don't touch it. I just had to find it at a good height where you guys can see me all the way when I come in and then when I come out. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So even if I got to chill back just a little bit. So yeah, setup shouldn't really look too much different. I think the only difference is I had to zoom in a little bit more than normal. But I mean, hey. Because normally I know y'all can see a whole lot more. And I really don't want to mess with it too much right now because I know for a fact that, honestly, it's sturdy, but it don't want to be, it's not in this normal stand, man. So pretty much that's just the update. So also we're going to be talking, so Foxy Brown addresses Jay-Z rumors. Diddy mother and ex-bodyguard has spoken up about Diddy's situation. And then also we got an update on Russell Simmons. Looks like he's lost a lawsuit, and I think it's civil. So we're going to touch on that tonight. And then apparently YG has been arrested, and under speculation that he was like under the influence of like DUI. So I'm not saying any of this is true tonight. This is all alleged and opinionated based, but I will say one thing about YG. It's not his first time you can Google his name and something drinking, you know? So the guy is known to be a big drinker. Looks like we have No Hype in the building. Says salute. What up, No Hype? What up? What up? Y'all smash that like button as y'all come in and out, man. So you know what? This Foxy Brown situation, I've been wanting to cover for quite some time, and I didn't know how to actually properly introduce it. And to be honest, this is the first time it's always kind of been mumbled, but every time I would Google it, I couldn't find a source that, not saying that any of these sources are true or any of this is 100 accurate and this is all alleged and opinionated basis, what I'm saying, but even the ones that I did find just seemed a little too far-fetched for me to even try to get up here and try to see, guys. And again, I don't know. But finally, it seems like Foxy Brown has come out and said something. So we're going to see what it is. Now, the rumor is real quick, and I'm just going to go ahead and probably start here. I'm going to share my screen in just a second. But the rumor off rip is Foxy Brown addresses rumor she slept with Jay-Z when she was underage. So apparently a lot of people have been saying Jigga Man's no saint either, while we're going to get on to Diddy and then his mother's. And then there's also been a case where some attorneys have actually dropped themselves off of the person's case, like they've asked to be removed, you know. And I've had that withdraw is the legal term, right? I've had an attorney withdraw on me on the spot. I'm talking about like she didn't even give me a hint that she was gonna do it, no nothing. Before the attorney even started doing anything, it was like, I would like to withdraw, you know. And I, like, me not knowing as much legal terminology as I know back then, I knew that meant she was saying she would like to quit, you know what I mean? So basically she's trying not to represent you, but you also have to approve it, and the judge has to approve it too. And so at that point, I just asked nicely, I was like, could I get another attorney, get some time to get another attorney? And then he was like, you sure you don't want to represent yourself? Which I was going to lose anyway, and I did lose that case. But I still felt better having somebody else trying to like speak, because they don't talk like how you and I talk and how I try to break stuff down. They don't care. And I hate when they say, do you understand? Like, case in point, and we can talk about the Woody situation when he's on the stand, or any of those guys that's on the stand. I know what people are saying, they're playing slow, and they may be, but when you're there in the hot seat and you've been there as many days as they've been there, you don't know, nor are you even really paying attention. It's hard to stay focused. And even if you are paying attention, they'll hit you with so many words, you don't know what the hell they're talking about. They don't be like, you know, just spitting it in layman's terms all the time. So that's why you want to get an attorney to speak for you. And if you can get a good enough attorney where you don't have to talk, and speaking of that, Diddy said he wants to talk on his own case, which is a very, very big, bold statement, that makes me even, you know, think about it. But let's transition to the Foxy Brown joint. I've already started the live, and we're coming up on the 15-minute mark. So let me share my screen. Boom. Hopefully everything is still looking good. Like I said, man, I had to make like a slight little adjustment, but we gonna keep the party going, man. So hopefully everything is looking good. Y'all definitely smash that like button as y'all come in and out, man. And salutes to Dunks tonight, man. It says, Foxy Brown addresses rumors she slept with Jay-Z when she was underage. This is all alleged and opinionated base. I just want to throw that out there. All alleged and opinionated base. We don't know anything. Neither does this article. And which is written by Sam Moore. So this came out October 7th, which ironically is what? Today. So it says Foxy Brown has addressed long-running rumors that she had you know what with Jay-Z when she was underage. It says the pioneer female MC shut down the speculation in a series of posts on social media, also denying claims that she was forced to sign an NDA by the Rock Nation boss. So she's come out there and finally debunked that. But I mean, you could have did that a long time ago because a lot of people have always mumbled and jumbled this, which don't make it true. It says, responding to the post on X, formerly known as Twitter, spreading the unsustainable rumor, Foxy replied, I'm an icon, and it says, replied, an icon business, miss me with the fake news, NDA, ain't an MFer alive that can stop my story, NDA on my ish, gonna run 100 milli. So she's basically saying, if she was to sign one, that's what it's gonna take. That's her words, not mine. She later added, stop playing with my name, stop playing with me, name dying for a comment. Okay, says, can't spend me with the sucker ish to take Hove down. Better ask to about that cloth I've cut from. Okay, so she's saying she's cut from a different cloth, and obviously she's spitting it in her slang terms too. Says Foxy continued, y'all want me to be anti-Hove so bad. I mean, people like to put it out there, and all it takes is one person to really put it out there sometimes, and they keep overly selling the story. Now, I've always kind of one of those, like, I don't know. Jay-Z never really entertains the stuff, and neither does the main outlets. Again, don't mean it's not true, but just kind of one of those, like, all right, well, we'll just have to wait. But, you know, with so much stuff that's been coming out over the years, like, as far as, like, you know, just back to back, it seems like, especially with everybody keep going back to that Cat Williams interview where they started, like, saying a lot of stuff finna come to Wishington this year. Maybe he already knew something that we didn't know. But, I mean, still, I feel like he was also just pretty lit during the interview. Salutes to Cat Williams, though. It says, unfortunately, Foxy Brown had to take to Instagram and clear up those disgusting rumors about her and Jay-Z. This is about my fourth time she's had to do so. Okay, so I don't remember her doing it in the past, and I'm not saying she didn't, but maybe social media wasn't on the forefront of what it is now, you know? I came from that era where Facebook was up and popping now. So, and this is her tweets from what it looks like right here. I'm going to click on them on X right here, aka Twitter. So this is the joint, and they got them in a screenshot right here. Jay-Z spot about to be blown up soon once Foxy NDA is okay. So this is one of the rumors that people put out there, and that's what she said to it. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's her story to tell. If she's saying nothing happened, then I mean, probably nothing happen. This is her story to tell. You know what I'm saying? It says once Foxy NDA is over in 2025. So I guess there was a rumor that the NDA is over in 2025. Baby, she's singing. I feel like Rock Nation is almost. See, this is my thing right here. It says almost done. That's why Nicki is so comfortable talking like this. This is a stretch. And this is what she said, you know, it ain't no NDA, and it is what, maybe if there's something that did happen, maybe it was consensual, but if it was underage, it's still against the law. So I don't know. You know, again, we don't know who did what. This is just what we've been hearing. It says Foxy Brown breaks silence, game over 4 years. So yeah, that's her pretty much responding to people, man. So she looks very different, but you know, like, I know she had some conditions herself too when she was, like earlier. So I don't really want to speak too much without really knowing a lot about Foxy. But it says rumors that the former Def Jam label makers had an inappropriate you-know-what relationship largely stem from the line on Nas' infamous diss track Ether. Oh, this is where it started from. Nas is one of my favorite rappers, right? It says where he rapped, Foxy got you hot because you kept your face in her you-know-what. What you think you getting girls now because of your look? Hero, please. I remember this line. He's like, yeah, Nas went in. I think Ether was better than Takeover, in my opinion. And Super Ugly was not it for me either. I'm just a big Nas fan. Y'all know I'm kind of like the guy that go against the grain. That's just kind of like my thing. Says there was also speculations years later that Foxy lost her virginity to rap legend and caught an STD in the process, but she later denied the claims. People will say anything. Y'all better be lucky she ain't like sue happy for like what is it? Decrimination. What is it? No, not decrimination, but what's the word I'm looking for here? Like where pretty much it's like you're discrediting a person's character. I can't think of the actual term. But yeah, better hopefully she don't do that. But I mean, I guess she feel like it's not worth the time. It says the Il Nana rapper told TMZ the atrocious of the story sickened me to my stomach, and everyone involved will be contacted by my attorney. Oh wow, so she's gonna take legal action eventually. But I mean, it's sometimes it may not even be worth to sue some people, man. If you keep it 100, like, unless it's like a big name where you know they got it, where it's worth the cake. But then sometimes you gotta sue people just to let them know not to play with you. You know, Cardi B's had to do that with where she won her lawsuit against old girl, and old girl still ain't paid her yet. You know, and Cardi knows she most likely ain't got the bread, but she just letting her know, like, don't put false stuff out there about me. You know, and that's just valid. You know. And I'm assuming she asked her to stop, you know? Let me go ahead and read through the rest of this article real quick. It says, in all my years in music industry, these are the most disgusting and disrespectful allegations I've ever experienced. This fictitious story with no audio, visual, or written interview clearly has concocted with malicious intent. So Fox added, let's see, Jay has only been wonderful to me and my family, a great friend throughout all the years I've known him, and we've had nothing but great success as a team. The disrespect will not be tolerated. Dame Dash also recently defended his former business partner from unsustainable speculation that Jay-Z was involved in Diddy's allegation or alleged X crimes. So we gonna get on Diddy here in just a second. I'll say in like 30 minutes we'll start the Diddy situation, because usually I know that's gonna take me at least like half of the rest of the time. And we're coming up on the 30-minute mark anyway, so this one is pretty cool. But let me read through this, that she at least is taking the time, like, all right, cool, enough is enough. You know, whatever did or did not happen, she's fine with it. I feel like if she wanted to speak out, she would, you know. But then again, I know everybody's like, well, everybody got a price. Ain't no telling. It may be true, but can you prove all that? You know? And we don't know. So again, if she's saying nothing happened, then we just got to take it for what it is. I'm very curious what some of the other blog pages are going to start saying now, you know. And no matter what she say, I feel like people are still going to have, you know, think what they want to. It says, they are saying they're going to pick him up next. I don't want to see that man going to jail. The Rockefeller co-founder said on his America New network, says, as much as he's been effing with my money, I want to hope that that's the worst that he's been doing. I've never want to hear that Jay was in a freak out party. So even Dame Dash has the respect, enough respect for Jay. Like, all right, cool. We ain't cool, but I don't want nothing crazy to happen to him. You know what I'm saying? And of course, this article pretty much takes it right there. It says Jay-Z has never been addressed the speculation regarding his relationship with Foxy Brown nor involvement with Diddy. And you know, Diddy's kind of under the hot seat right now. So got through that article pretty good. So I'm not going to read through this one all the way, because we kind of already just kind of discovered this. I'm just kind of looking at what they put out there. So pretty much this was some random Joe Smo on, and maybe not even Joe Smo, because if she's entertaining them, it must be somebody that I just may not be familiar with, you know? Or pretty much is on a timeline too. Okay, so Foxy Brown also said, Dear Russell, being your first protege was one of the greatest joys of my life. We had the biggest bidding war in hip-hop history, but they really never stood a chance. I knew I've chosen the best party, your kind soul, and rapidly in the industry. Baby C's the lucky to see you as a grandfather. Funny story is your bringing Angela Simmons and I did your favorite yoga spot in the city and had us standing on our heads. Ha ha. So pretty much this is Foxy Brown writing it out to Russell. So she's speaking highly of Russell Simmons, which ironically I'm gonna talk about him a little bit tonight too, because I mean he's got all this stuff. It like if we go down the mountain pot, it'd be like Russell Simmons, now Diddy, like me and my dad talked about this stuff too, and I know everybody got their own little speculations of what have you, right? Forget, and I'm not saying if any of this is true, these guys got to get what's coming to them, but I just find it hard to believe that if you're sitting on the type of bread these guys sitting on, it just sounds like something where they pissed the wrong person off, and now they're trying to like distarnish their name. Just my opinion. I don't know if any of it's true or not, because y'all know I went off in a frenzy up in the Sold Out Discord on my thoughts on that. Says, I've never felt so free though. Thank you for that healing gift. Happy belated birthday to one of the greatest men I know. I will always have your back for life, Uncle Russ. So at Uncle Russ. That's Foxy Brown. So she holding these guys down, man. You know what I'm saying? So pretty much, if she's going off on a frenzy and she's trying to she's taking up for Jay-Z and Russell, which we're going to be talking about Russell here in just a second too. But that lets you know, like, you know, I mean, she ain't saying nothing about Diddy, but this is obviously where we can transition to Mr. Diddy right here, coming at the top of the 30-minute mark. Diddy gets a new judge in ex-Raffican and racketeering case. And also his mother has spoke out, and his bodyguard is, I think he's trying to be pretty much off the case. But also this is one I wanted to touch on too, that, you know, this is the stuff that the news or they don't bring up. This is also, remember he's got a lot of cases. So remember the one where the dude, they had ruled in his favor, and then the judge like, nah, they didn't file the proper paperwork and got that shit on up out of here. It was a guy that was still locked up. Remember, Diddy had technically lost, but they wasn't sweating it because that motherfucker knew he wasn't gonna get. I'll put it this way: it's gonna be. I don't see Diddy may have to pay a lot of people, but I just felt like he would have been at the very bottom of the totem pole. But anyway, I think they fixed the paperwork on it and then got that on up out of there. So that case is gone, bye bye, dismissed. Diddy don't owe shit on that, you know. And now this one right here is where the Diddy ex-porn star accused being dumped by her lawyer over destructive actions. So the lawyer is basically demanding or asking, can he be removed from the case? Withdraw, says the former adult film star, accusing Diddy of demanding oral you-know-what from her boyfriend and recently filed a lawsuit is about to be dropped by her legal team. According to the documents obtained by DMZ Wednesday, October 2nd, her name is Andrea English. Attorney Ariel Michelle Kidd has filed to withdraw from the case on the basis that her client, which these are the attorney's name, her client is giving her conflicting instructions, and that her tone and lack of respect and her continued behavior and self-destructing activities have made it impossible to represent her. So they're not getting along, for one. An attorney can't always ask to be removed. And guess what? You know, the attorney, if you ever had to hire one, you know what I hate the line they hit you with? They were like, yo, this just a retainer fee, which I ain't gonna put what I don't paid out to, but it was a lot. And the retainer fee, just say we'll just throw out a random number, right? They'll say a certain amount of thousands. You need to keep it at that. And when it gets low, you need to fill it back up. And trust me, it gets low pretty fast. And it seems like the more stressful the attorney becomes over your case, the more money they need, which is BS to me. But at the same time, they're probably like, well, don't get your ass in no shit, and you won't have to pay me so much to get you out of it. You know? I can see both sides. That's why I pray I never, ever have to have an attorney ever again. Whew, still recovering financially from that. It says, in response to the news, a rep for Diddy told the outlet less than 3 months after filing her lawsuit against Sean Combs, Adria English has been dropped by both her attorneys after making completely fabricated statements and papers filed when the court today. Her former attorney cited Miss English's questionable antics and under-demanding behavior. It says, as we said in the past, anyone can file a lawsuit without proof, and this case is a clear example of that. English escalated things by filing false police reports and making baseless claims using high-profile events as a backdrop to harm innocent people. No matter how many lawsuits are filed, it won't change the fact that Mr. Combs has never S-8 or S-trafficked anyone. And I'm saying that for YouTube. So that's what I'm saying too, man. And I think that's what Boosie was kind of getting at too, man. I'm not saying this stuff isn't true, but I'm just saying, like, if you was a part of the system, if you came to the parties more than one time, I got more. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? If you came more than one time, it feels like you knew what. All right, the first time I'll give you that. Hey man, yeah, I had it, never went back. You know, because it seems like he wasn't having them under lock and key and under chains and stuff, right? I don't think I've read that part, right? You know, and again, I know there's somebody like, well, you don't know this like you haven't been, and you're right. I don't, you know, so that's why I always try to see both sides, and I am going to still stick to what the law system says. You're innocent until proven guilty. He has not been proven guilty of anything yet, you know, and that's what I'm going to leave it at with that one. It says, in July, English, who went on by the porn stage name Omalik, claimed that the bad boy boss hired her to have sex with people at his parties and that she met the mogul through her boyfriend who was auditioning to model for Sean John. Interesting. That part may be true, but after that, I don't see, you know, again, even if keyword here is hired, meaning, you know, and I know that's technically prostitution is not legal, but I mean, what a girl, like he could have said dance, you know what I'm saying? But all the other little stuff, who knows? I don't know. But why did you wait so long to say something too, you know? Or maybe she did and finally she got somebody to take on her case, because some tells me like these people were working pro bono, right? Which basically means like when they beat the case or win the case or settle some form of the case, they're going to get, you know, probably a certain percentage of it. Probably a lot of percentage of it, right? But it says, in a lawsuit obtained by TMZ, English alleges that Puffy wanted her boyfriend and another model to perform oral on him in exchange for the job, but her boyfriend refused. Puffy wanted both of them, though? I don't know, man. I'm not saying, hey, whatever you're into, right? It says, English partner was then offered another chance at the modeling gig if he convinced his porn star girlfriend to work as a go-go dancer at one of Diddy's famous white parties in the Hamptons. The couple agreed, and English says she worked the party in 2004, providing pornographic evidence in the lawsuit of her appearing at the lavish event. But I mean, like, if you agreed to it, though, you know what I'm saying? Like it's kind of one of those, if you hire, like, yeah, it said go-go dance, you know, like, if you say, like, cool, I'm gonna have some strippers for my boy getting married, I'm gonna have strippers come through, that's all fair game, right? And how much money do they want to make depending on how far you willing to go. I'm not saying I support it, but I'm saying, like, you kind of, you know what I'm saying, you can cut yourself off. That's how I feel. You know, but I don't know, and no, I haven't had any freak offs or anything, like, I don't know anything like that. But I mean, the key words here sometimes is in there. It's like, he hired you. You know what I'm saying? It says, English claims she went on to work over Diddy's parties where she alleged she had to drink alcohol laced with ecstasy and was encouraged to flirt with guests. I mean, yeah, I mean, just have a few drinks and flirt. It'd be the life of the party. You could easily say no, and I'm pretty sure once you said no, you had to fucking leave. But yeah, you could easily have said no. English says that Diddy began grooming her into ex-trafficking. I'm saying it that way for YouTube, by the way, through his parties, and once ordered to have forced, you know what, intercourse with the celebrity jeweler Jacob the Jeweler, for which she was paid an extra $1,000. Her wording, not mine, dog. English alleged that she was then passed off to various other people at Puff's party and continued to be essayed. She later filed a police report in Miami detailing the allegations she listed in the lawsuit. Let's see, detectives determined that not enough evidence was presented and able to investigate human trafficking and other crimes, but they did share the report with federal authorities who are investigating numerous other claims against the embittered mogul. So, I mean, if her stuff isn't adding up, I mean, my thing is this with the whole Diddy situation. I'm about to touch on what his mother went over. My thing with the Diddy situation is, it sounds like people were willing to participate. Like, they got him on. I don't know if they got video or not of him in action, which rumors is there is a video, right? But I mean, you got him on some baby oils and you know, yeah, like you got him on baby oil. You know what I'm saying? Like they seized over 1,000 baby oils. You know, I'm like, okay, what? I mean, the guy, do you see the way he keep his skin, his hair? And like, yeah, he could just be one of those wild, you know what's, you know? Now his attorney did not help the situation where he answered it, but I mean, it is what it is. And then what I feel like his mother, and I haven't read through this article just yet, I'm about to. What I'm getting my take from her is like, look, y'all seen the video. Yeah, what he did wasn't right, but you can't judge him off of one, you know, bad thing. Granted, I know if Dunks was here, he would like, yeah, because we can say it's several things that he could not stand about Diddy. But it says Diddy's mother released statement. It says, my son is not this monster they have painted him to be. I agree with his mother. Is he Mr. Perfect? No, not at all. But yeah, she says, Janice Combs said, and this was through her attorney, I believe, says she was profound, saddened that people believe lies about her son. I mean, come on, you've had to have heard this stuff for years too. Diddy's mother, Janice Combs, has released a statement defending her son in the essay and trafficking allegations that he landed him in jail. Combs wrote that she profoundly saddened by the public lynching and heartbroken over how people are choosing to believe the narratives about Diddy. Says, my son may not have been entirely truthful about certain things, such as denying he has ever gotten violent with his ex when the hotel surveillance showed otherwise. Combs wrote, retelling the footage of her son attacking Cassie in the hotel hallway that was released last summer. Sometimes the truth and the lie become so closely intertwined that it becomes terrifying to admit one part of the story, especially when the truth truly is outside of the norm. It's too complicated to believe, she added. That was definitely an attorney verbiage right there. But what she's trying to say, for all the people who did want to read all that, because I saw that too, I want to say like last night, and I was like, bro, like, I'm going to read it on Music Monday, but come on, Miss Janice. But that's her baby, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not sure, I don't think Puffs have any siblings. If he do, I can't think of any right off the top, you know? But I know one thing, he's a good father, and he definitely loves his mom. Now, again, I don't take away that if he's done this shit or not, we don't know. Because people been thinking I've been trying to take up for Puff, and I'm like, no. I just know that the legal system don't get it right all the time. That's all I know on that one, man. So we're going to keep it moving right here. I'm going to read through the rest of this. Let's see. She continued, it's important to recognize none of us, regardless of our status, are immune to fear or mistakes Not being entirely straightforward about one issue does not mean my son is guilty of the repulsive allegations and the grave charges leveled against him. Many individuals who were wrongly convicted and later exonerated had their freedom taken from them not because they were guilty of their crimes they were accused of, but because they didn't find the image of what the society considers to be a good person. So pretty much, I get what she's saying. Like, some people were lost their freedom because of, just because they just didn't like him as a person. We can think back on OJ, right? He beat the case, the double murder case, but whenever somebody stole his stuff and he went to go get it back, and they pretty much locked him up and gave him 10 years for the shit. And I think those people owned it fair and square, but OJ didn't want to give up his prized possessions, and he went with the security guard to get it. Now, this is just my gist of the story. It could be a little bit off, so he went to go get it back, and the hotel caused a scene. They locked his ass up, and judge gave him the very fucking max, which I think was 10 years. He got out, and, he came home to a lot of bread, though, because he was a retired NFL player. Still getting his retirement NFL check. Very interesting story of OJ, man. I watched the story. I think they should do an updated version. Like, his legacy is just wild, Combs explained that she won't forget the jokes that people are making while her son's life is crumbling for everyone to witness. According to Combs, the lies that the people have said about Diddy are for justice, but instead for financial gain. So they're not for justice, but for financial gain is what she's saying. She also added for supporters, fans, colleagues, friends, and the public to a fair and hear Diddy's side before passing judgment on him, stating that he's not a monster that have painted out him to be. So that's Miss Combs right there, man. And of course, she got to hold it down for her baby, man. As you can see, like I said, he loves his mom, man. So let's go ahead and transition to the Bodyguard joint. We're making great time, and then we'll go into Russell Simmons, and then we'll close out with Mr. YG. I think we all kind of discovered that Diddy did get a new judge. And also, I seen not only with the new judge, I don't think they're going to publicize his case. So we're going to see how this goes. So you would think something like this on this level, it would be publicized, like in the public where we can watch. We'll probably just be getting a little cliff notes, But let's talk. The former Diddy bodyguard speaks out after being accused of R, and the lawsuit says it's a lie. Diddy currently remains in custody in New York, where he's facing charges including racketeering and trafficking. So apparently, this is my thing too. He's had a whole team around him, and nobody said nothing all these years or didn't go anywhere. Just food for thought. But the guy goes by Joseph Sherman, widely referred to as Big Joe, is speaking out against a recent lawsuit in which both he and Diddy are named. Sherman notably previously worked in the security space at one point, providing bodyguard services to the current and battered Bad Boy record founder. It says, in a lawsuit to Thea Grace announced last month, Sherman and Diddy are both accused of R. I'm saying that way for YouTube. Let's see. Sherman, however, says the woman in question has the wrong man, telling Sarah Wallace for WNBC that he is never seen Graves in his life. So this is my thing, though. If this guy gets cleared, Diddy's going to get cleared. That's going to be another case, too. Even though he's saying he ain't speaking on Diddy, but if they let him off the hook, it's like, okay, well, she said it was him. What made it change? I have amnesia. Oh, you don't remember this too? Cool, dismiss, because you ain't no way you can remember it if it was the same exact time. That's just me, how I'm thinking attorney-wise, It says, it's a lie on me. Sherman, described in the lawsuit, docs as a bodyguard and head of security, said Sherman notably says that latter title is not one he held. Furthermore, he says he worked for Bad Boys in the 90s but was not employed by Diddy in the company in 2001, the year the lawsuit alleges the assault took place. So she's got it all wrong, they're gonna dismiss it then if he can prove that he didn't work there, and it's like, well, how the hell? What was he? Maybe he used to be a security guard, but did he still, let him come through and smash some females every now and then? I don't know. Again, this is all alleged. It says, let's see, I'm not questioning her integrity. I'm questioning her claims against me, Sherman added. I wasn't the head of security. You got the wrong man. I've never seen you. I never did anything negative with you. I've never been in the same room with you. So I think this right here is a little video of it. See if we can play like
being involved in it.
Hey, he thought he could say like she got the wrong dates, you're gonna lose. She's like, hey, well, we'll see what happens when we go to fucking court. Meaning, it ain't getting thrown out. She was hoping, all right, we'll back down. She ain't backing down. Her attorney about that. This crazy. Like, that's him, but I mean, he chilling with he on a boat with some baddies. What's wrong with that? Wow. So yeah, defamation is the word I was looking for earlier. I'm like, if you do put falsely stuff on, this definitely could be a defamation lawsuit. So, homie's denying any involvement in that. And, again, that lady's not backing down. So we'll see. They obviously must have some form of evidence thinking that is him. What? I don't know, but we'll see how it is. But homie does seem a little terrified. And then what's sad part, they put one of his videos out there and like, look at him. He's on a boat chilling with some females. I'm like him on this one. I'm like, bro, like, am I wrong for having fun on my birthday? Like, he had some things come through, and that's what it is. And they chilling out on a boat. I mean, those ladies probably were, they obviously wasn't there because they wanted to be there for fun, This is services that some places offer, you know what I'm saying? When I went on vacation last year, let's just say the resort, everybody was comfortable, and wasn't nothing weird about it. You can tell it was comfortable. That's all. But yeah, man, let me pretty much it says several months prior to the New York indictment, surveillance footage from 2016 was made public showing Diddy. They're gonna bring up the Cassie situation, so I'm not gonna beat a dead horse. No pun intended here. Pretty much, so that's what the Bodyguard saying. He didn't do anything. That's a video we saw, but I mean, the lady says we'll see our day in court. Now with Diddy them getting a new judge, I'm very curious how it will go. It says there's a new judge for the Sean Combs criminal case. I don't know if that's gonna make a difference or not, but keep in mind, Young Thug them had to get a new judge on the case too, so this is something that does happen. Now the difference is though, Diddy I'm pretty sure his shit is on federal level now. Definitely gonna be an interesting time for Diddy, man. I'ma just keep my hopes up for him, and if he's not guilty, free that man. And let him get back to getting to his success, man. Whether you like him personality-wise or not, if the stuff is not true, let the man out. So, speaking of which, we're going to transition to Russell Simmons here and then talk YG for the last 7 minutes, and then we'll piece on up out of this thing. No Hype's got the eyes. But yeah, so says Russell Simmons hasn't paid $3 million to the women after the previous agreed settlements, which this had until October 1st to pay. So Russell Simmons, I guess, has been trying to settle a lot of his lawsuits too. Russell Simmons owes $3 million to 3 women, including one who accused him of SA, and y'all know what that is for YouTube, after failing to pay them according to the previous agreed upon settlements. Variety reports that according to the court records, the confessions of the judge were filed in the New York Supreme Court on Wednesday for Wendy, Carolina Franco, Sherry Abernathy, and Sale. So these are the ladies' names. It says the documents, which were part of the confidential settlement agreement between the rapper and the media mogul, were filed on November. Says in them he agreed to confiscate each woman for the alleged personal physical injuries and sickness by October 1st, which would Franco would get $5,515. Yeah, so $515,000, and then see the other two, or the other, Yeah, and then so and 1, 2, and then the other two would both get 1 million, 1,265,000. So far, each has yet to pay. He has yet to pay, so he ain't paid nobody, even though he said he was. He's most likely, I would assume, he's gonna ask for an extension. You know what I'm saying? He has to cash in some other stuff. People who are millionaires don't necessarily mean they're just sitting on $1 million. You know, let's see where we at. The documents allow the women to begin their collection process in New York State court if there's default. That the court documents don't include a reason why the settlement were made. Abrams previously alleged that Simmons owed her in 1994. Man, you got to be careful reading this stuff over the articles too, man, because I mean, damn, that was almost got me. Says she's not the only one. More than 20 women have accused Russell Simmons of SA over the last 20 years. Although he relocated to Bali in a move to many thought was ducking the U.S. police, he recently claimed that he's not hiding. Says, I'll be in New York next week, he said in a recent video. This idea that I'm hiding is stupid. So, yeah, I mean, but why did you just chilling over there now? I don't know. Maybe he don't want to deal with the heat all the way. Says in the same video, Simmons addressed that people were angry that he's famous. Friends like Taraji P. Henson and Usher were coming to visit him in Bali regardless of the allegations against him. So he's at company, says, I love you. I just want my friends attacked, and I just don't want my friends attacked, and I wish y'all all the best. So that's that. So let's talk YG for the last 5 minutes. So that's Russell Simmons. He's got to pay up, so I wonder what they're going to get in default. So we're going to talk YG for the last 5 minutes, and then we're going to wrap this thing up for tonight. Appreciate y'all for kicking it with the kid. And, man, if I could show y'all my ghetto setup right now, y'all would be like, yo. Yeah, but we're going to keep it moving. YG arrested on suspicion of DUI after alleged driving over a curve. Prior to his arrest, the 34-year-old rapper is said to have drove over a curve in Burbank, California on Tuesday morning. Let me at real quick. He says YG found himself in handcuffs on Tuesday morning over a suspected DUI. According to the TMZ, police just happened to be in the vicinity when the rapper drove over a curve on Burbank, California, says in his red Lamborghini, and stopped in a grassy area near an intersection. He says the incident wasn't provoked by anything in particular, the outlet notes. So that's his Lamborghini. I guess he curb checked. Damn. Look at it, though. Like, he drove that bitch all the way on a curve. Look, it ain't no, like, a little curb check. Like, that motherfucker sideways on the whole joint. Damn. I'm going to fuck it up. It says, according to the LA Times, police could immediately confirm if a breathalyzer, failed sobriety, or a blood test was included in the DUI investigation. YG was booked into Burbank jail by 2:30 p.m. and he was released. Says police could confirm, according to LA Times, police could confirm immediately if a breath. So I'm assuming they mean they couldn't, because I don't think they confirmed. YG was reported arrested for a misdemeanor DUI in Burbank, California. Police approached him early Tuesday morning after he drove over a curve which found him outside of the car. So he drove over a curve and they found him over there just sitting on the joint. So that's why I suspicion, because I guess like maybe they can tell he was under the influence, but he technically wasn't driving, but they can't prove that he was driving. He could easily say a friend was driving and they just left me. To be honest, I know what you're saying. I could be that. Yeah, he ran over a whole curve, bro. Like I said, I thought he had just curb checked it, and I was like, man, police be tripping over anything, man. He could have just, and Lamborghinis is low, but judging off this image, yeah, it's gonna be tough. I just gave him an alibi though if he want to try it. Hey, my homie was driving. I was on the passenger seat. They curb checked the shit. We got into an argument. They left me here, and I just been chilling because I needed help. You know, why didn't you try to pull it off yourself? Bro, I didn't, just that on part he don't really have to answer. It's like, bro, like I just got it and I didn't know how to really drive it yet. or I hadn't been really driven in a long time since I got off tour or something. You know, you just got to get back in the swing of things. It's a lot of alibis, but you got to, whatever story you're going to go with, you got to stick with it. Point blank, period. Mike Pango says, a curb, hope off his DICK, people getting ran over and government don't give a F about to import. It says, did he destroy property? Yeah, I mean, like, that's why it's not good to drive. Honestly, as a person who do sip a little bit, I'm a sipper. You guys know this. I don't condone, like, drinking, driving under the influence at all. Like, when I do these lives, I'm in the house for the rest. I'm not going anywhere else. Like, I've already got my stuff already pre-made, you know, where I don't need to be behind the wheel, at least for at least a few hours, at least 6, 7, 8 hours, you know, which is usually going to be the next day. Let's see where we at real quick. It says, police said that no other vehicles or people were involved in the collision and no injuries were reported. According to the LA Times, YG's lawyer, Joe Tomasaki, or Tomasino, hopefully I'm saying that correctly, or Takapino. I want to say Takapino. It's got to be Takapino. Joe Takapino stated that his client intends to contest the allegations against him. Of course, he's going to fight it and get it reduced to what he can. Says one thing is obvious, Takapino said. As a report by the outlet, YG seemed to have a bullseye on his back by certain members of law enforcement, and he will be addressing that. So, I mean, you also got to look at yourself in the mirror why they keep targeting you too, you know? I just want to put that out there. It says, the night prior to his arrest, YG attended a pushback against Projects 2025, even hosted by Taraji P. Henson and Megan Good in L.A. Ty Dolla $ign was also present at the event. Complex has reached out to YG's attorney for comment. This post may be updated. Says in 2020, YG was arrested at his L.A. home after being served a search warrant by the police. The rapper was suspected of being involved in a 2018 robbery, but charges were not filed due to lack of evidence. Wow. There you go. So let me put myself back on the main screen real quick, man. That's YG's story. Very interesting because, I mean, I see where he could probably feel like he's being targeted too, but at the same time, dog, I have heard if you Google YG and drinking or under the influence or some type of alcohol, he usually is. Even when I see he got into it with somebody at the airport one time, he's like, great, now I missed my flight. I'm just going to go get super drunk, you know? And like, he went to the bar. I guess he just got super drunk on the plane, like before the plane. I think he was one of the people that was trying to take a drink he purchased from the airport to the plane. They wouldn't let him. He said, I bought this in here. And, you know, he kind of argued that, I think. So, yeah, lots of that, man. But anyway, I've been on this joint right at the hour-minute mark, man. This was definitely a good one for sure. I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up here for the night. Appreciate everybody for coming through and showing love as always, man. It really means a lot to the kid. Sign up for that Sold Out Discord. Link is pinned at the top of the chat. It is free to sign up. We will continue to talk music, talk sneakers. Definitely, we'll see you guys again on Wednesday again with another Sold Out podcast, Sold Out Live. This was Great Music Monday, by the way. In the meantime, of course, y'all know my name is Jeremy Jones, and what I normally do is make content about sneakers, occasional trial hauls, and of course, this was Music Monday. I'll see you guys again on Wednesday. Definitely got more content for you guys on the way. And yeah, I'm officially out this thing, man. Peace.
December, over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. Got enough I can remember. Got enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December, over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. Got enough I can remember. Got enough I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crush all them out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die, let I know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crush all them out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die, let I know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crush all them out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die, let I know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can